Now, Mark Anthony is dating a woman 23 years old, but Michael Rappaport seems to have a problem with it, right? Now, let me tell you something, Michael. If you're single, you can mingle. If you're married, you can't, right? You gotta stay faithful to your wife, right? Don't judge, lest ye be judged, Michael. Quit fronting on Mark, right? Now, Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones, they have a long age gap too, but hey, they're a couple. Let it go. Let it go. They have a couple kids together, stuff like that, right? And see, that's the thing, Michael, right? If you were single and a 23-year-old woman wanted you, don't tell me you wouldn't take the bait. No. Hypocrite, right? You're a man, right? Quit fronting like you're a dad, right? No. You're not a single man, right? Like me and Mark, right? And if I had a chick like that come on to me and I had the money to get her a ring, I'd get her a ring, right? I'll put a ring on it, right? Now, I know, now. Thing is, we can date anyone 18 and older in most states. Now, the weird thing is in Georgia, the age of consent is 16. Uh-oh. That's what I was taught growing up anyway. And again, right, no, I don't mess with 16-year-olds. And all they can do is sneak over to the house late at night, idiot. And you might not want me to know it, but I know it. You know it. They want to take my $4 bank card. Right. Uh-huh. And again, me not notice, right? No. But I noticed, right? And see, it don't grow legs and walk away if you have it on your table and you know there's no money on it, so you're saving it for a rainy day. $4 can at least get me a tank of gas if I need it towards the end of the month, right? Right. Maybe that's all it can do, but hey, it's a tank of gas, right? I know. But at the same time, I can buy some soda, or I can buy some, maybe a little meal. mm, something anyway. But at the same time, people want to front. People want to lie about America being one of the biggest religious nations on the planet, but still, you don't want to really read the Bible either, right? You're teaching a prepared doctrine, fools, and I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Christian, Jews, Muslims, you ain't teaching your whole religion. You're not getting your prophet's sarcasms either, right? See, if you make your religion a jihad all the damn time, you'll never really get any converts, right? You're just murdering people then. Don't you get what the prophet means? Yet one of his biggest messages is about forgiveness, right? If you murder people, how are you forgiving them? Muslims. You're then condemning them for not understanding what you're saying, right? Like you even get it, right? That's the problem with religion, right? See, we don't teach tolerance of those who believe slightly differently than you. No religion seems to, except the true one Jesus tried to start, right? Where he said, forgive to be forgiven, love to be loved, right? Have mercy to have mercy, right? And don't hate your enemies even, right? Love them, he said. And that's a new concept to you, right? Forgiveness of a mistake is what Jesus is teaching you, right? Even if the person, is so messed up they're a serial killer, they still deserve a fair trial, and a chance to redeem themselves, right? At least even if they get the electric chair, right, or the death penalty before they die, right? But you don't have the right to murder a bunch of people either, right? You don't really have the right to murder even one person. I told you before, some things you cannot do even once, right? Right. You gotta know better, right? Right. Some things you might can get away with doing, like I said, right? Drinking a little alcohol underage, you might can get away with that. But if you get caught, you're still punished, right? You might get away with smoking a little marijuana or hashish, right? Or a little cocaine, right? But still, they try to get you riding dirty. Anyway, they're trying to sabotage you, right? Fool, or no? They'll sell you the damn dope and then bust your butt. So you need to slow your roll, use your head, right? Or you'll be in jail instead, right? What's wrong with you people? Oh, no. Every action, even in science, has an equal but opposite reaction. No, right. Now, if you confess your sins, though, God, as a religious source, is faithful and just to forgive that sin and cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Even if it's something you do repeatedly, up to 490 times, whatever, right? If you're trying to have a problem with something, God understands that too and works with you till you can break the habit, right? Even if you live with it your whole life, right? And it's a bad habit. I'm only 52. According to Moses, I should live at least till I'm 120. That means I have at least 68 more years, fool. Right. You ain't taking me down yet. And I survived the car wreck, 3-story fall, stuff you probably wouldn't survive, right? Even, right. And then you want to judge me because I might have to date a younger woman, right, to even find somebody, right? Because most women my age are already taken. See, most people pair up between junior high to high school. Well, guess what was going on in my school? There was a rumor I was gay. Not that I wasn't dating women, right? But again, you can't have sex with a girl on campus. You can show you would make out with her and would respond to her, right? No, that's not it. If you get caught, right? Now, nobody said nothing with me and Beverly making out a little bit and me getting a little stink finger, right? Right. I had a little knowledge of what to do with a woman, right? Even back then. But now I know more, right? I learned from my girlfriends, right, to do, right? The reason Molly can't say I raped her, she was on top. Crazy. And then she wants to pull it. Something weird, right? And then she's acting weird about the sex because I'm concerned if she got pregnant. No. It's not like she said she was transgender or something either, right? I don't know. But, right. We were watching a Cinemax late at night program. Anyway. And I checked to see if there was any oil in the tank. There was some oil in the tank. And I let her get on top, right? So she couldn't say I forced her, right? Now, I pretended to the first time that I wanted sex and let her say no, right? This time I let her be on top, right? And see, now I don't know what her problem there was, right? She's the one who said she wanted to be friends with benefits, but that's still a relationship, honey, right? Even friendship is a relationship, right? Some people, right? I know. What's wrong with you, right? I'm just also concerned if she could get pregnant, right? And that's the last time I saw or heard from her, and she started acting 7 kinds of crazy, right? And I don't know what was wrong, right? She never really told me the details. Now, if she is transgender, like I said, she didn't inform me of that, right? That's called withholding that information from me because I told her I want a real woman and not a transgender woman, right? Now, I know she had the sex change maybe and all that, but I didn't say I wanted that, did I? No, nope. No, right. So that means she tricked me, right? Not me, her. But move on, right? If you did. Obviously, something about all that messed with her head worse than had we not had the sex, right? No, right. But we still had it. I still remember it, right? Unless she's jumping my balls at night, right? And I don't remember, right? So she's the only one who can cause me the amnesia, right? If I don't, right? I don't know. I don't know. Right, right. And like I said, I talk about all my exes, right? All my exes don't know where they're at now. Ain't seen them since we broke up. That's my story, right? Now, I ain't saying I gave up on them all right away, you know. Right, right. I tried to hang in there with Sheena a little bit because we had sex, right? Even Molly, I know. I gave her the choice to keep calling me or quit calling me, and she quit calling me, right? Now, every now and then I'll check up on her because, see, I'm trying to be a true friend. I don't know what she calls herself doing, right? But she even took down all the videos of us, right? And I didn't take mine down because I'm trying to be your true friend, right? See, that's what I mean, right? She's a backstabber. They smile in your face. Oh, backstabber, backstabber, backstabber. Right, right. She was the one who changed, not me again, right? I run into these crazy people and they change, right? They the two-faced ones, right? I know. They lead me on for the great sex. Because I know how to lay pipe, right? You know what that means? Know what that means? I lay pipe, right? I do little foreplay. Now, Molly was already, I assume, wet, right? Unless she'd put some, sex oil, lube, right? Yeah, already, right? Me and she wanted to anyway. I don't know, right? Right. I don't know about none of that, but I know a wet lane from a dry lane, right? Any old day, right? And I know a lane can go from dry to wet, right? Sometimes, right? When you go down that path, right? To open the door, open the door. Now your key is opening the door, right? To go inside the door, right? And sometimes the door is a little dry and sometimes it's a little wet, right? Before you go in, right? Now when it's dry, it's like a virgin Touch for the very first time. Okay, but you're still gentle, you know what I mean? It's what it means, right? Now, this is just putting the Bible in modern day vernacular, too. Now, they use the word tree a lot and fruit a lot. And he put his fruit in my, I put his fruit in my mouth. Well, hello. He's not an apple tree. But she's putting his fruit in his mouth, in her mouth. What do you think she's talking about there? Blowjob? Blowjob. Yeah. This is in your Bible too, right? You're playing dumb, right? Or like you're secret. No. See, when you seal something and it's written out in there, right? You're pretending you don't want to know what it means or what it's saying, right? And then you're lying about it, right? That's what God's mad with. It knows what's in the Bible. You're denying it. Playing the devil's advocate, right? The devil's lawyer, right? Getting people in trouble because you don't know what you can or cannot do anymore, right? And then you're trying to punish everybody, condemning them, right? Which condemns you if you do something similar, right? You're not perfect, fool, right? There's none that doeth good, no, not one, said David, right? Quit being self-righteous. Your righteousness, old man of sin, is as filthy rags, even if you're a saint, right? You're just starting a journey, saint, right? I know. You're still the prodigal son, right? Until you back fully with the father, right? Right? You're still being the prodigal son or daughter, right? And that's the whole point. My job ain't to change you, it's to change myself so that I make it in, fool. You can be a fool all you want. You could be a dumbass, a smartass, a jackass, a donkey, a mule, whatever you are. I don't know. You could be a tare or a wheat. I don't know. As well. You could eat the fruit of her body and she could eat the fruit of your body, right? And that means something, right? She can cut her grass, which means shave her pubic area, right? Or let it grow. Yeah. You too. You can shave your grass, right? Or let it grow. That's a metaphor too, right? Right. Mow your lawn means something too, right? Tending the garden, keeping it clean, right? Taking a bath or shower, right? Exactly. And I do that, right? Now, like I said, it's summertime. When the weather gets high, you can run right up, you can touch the sky. Yeah, summertime. Summertime. Right. And that's the point. Start to get hot again in Georgia. Where you from? Even up north, it's getting a little warmer, people. And live your life, don't live mine, right? Don't tell me who I can date or have sex with or not, right? That's none of your business, right? But sex is having someone to wife, right? Even the woman with the 7 brothers, right, may have or may have not been legally married to the 7 men. You just don't know the whole story, right? And they're obviously messing with Jesus about something. They know, right? But you don't understand it because you're reading it as a bystander 2,000 years later, right? And you don't get their metaphors, right? They don't come out and talk about sex like we do today. Right? They use metaphors for it. A man is comparable to a tree, And, his penis is the fruit of his body along with his testicles, right? They'll call him grapes sometimes. Or a banana. Or a serpent. Right? All depends. Depends. Could even be a sword or a knife, right? Or a weapon, right? Right. Some people use sex as a weapon to control people, right? Or don't let them have any, or if they do, black them out. So they don't remember, right? But they know they lost time, right? Because something's going over the time, right? Normally when I'm at the VA, I'm in and out within less than 30 minutes, Dr. Chu. What's wrong with you, right? Shouldn't take an hour for a 2:30 appointment, or an hour and a half, right? Or an hour and 20 minutes even, right? All I'm saying, not trying to prove anything, right? Unless you're a lonely old woman and nobody wants to touch you anymore. Not even your husband, right? And I ain't judging. But I know I went over the time, right? Because I just went across town to go to eat dinner, not eating all day, right? I know. And I didn't even get there to 4. Mm-hmm. That means traffic wasn't that heavy when I got there, right? I just went straight there, right? So why is it taking over an hour and 20 minutes to do less than a 30-minute visit, right? Even waiting for I know, to be seen shouldn't take that long, right? And I'm not trying to prove nothing. I'll tell my doctors, right, is it took longer than it should have took, but I felt like the time was normal, but I don't know if I didn't lose time with Dr. Chu, right? See, I think she's a gynecologist. I'm not sure, but they referred me to her. And I don't know why either. And I don't know why either. But whatever's going on, she's doing something extra. But I'm not remembering all the details. And I would also explain the different problems I have, including with the psychological one, right? But not trying to get her in trouble either, right? Nor the Comcast girl, nor the girl at the salon. But something happened. Mm-hmm. And that's because I have to pay attention to time, right? To keep where I'm at, right? Even when I go out and drive, I have to make sure I'm aware of my surroundings till I get home or go to my appointments, right? And they're usually in the day, right? Mm-hmm. Right. And see, when something turns up missing, the person who took it knows why they took it. And it's usually something about a trophy, right? Exactly, right. They're trying to prove they were in the house and could do whatever they wanted to do, and took the debit card too and not any of the credit cards, so there was no money on them, right? And I don't know if I had a conversation with them about it either, right? Because see, like I said, if I'm being blacked out, I don't know even how, but I don't think they're shooting me, but there again, right? I don't know if it's more than one person either, right? But the worst thing they could be doing is shoot me, right? But they would never admit it, right? Because to them, the gun is the ultimate weapon, right? No one can beat a gun, right? The gun can kill everyone. But me, maybe you're the Wolverine, right? Why do you think I keep saying that shit too, right? If you're making God heal me like the Wolverine, what? It can't? Or you just don't believe it can, right? Two different things. And see, you would never admit it if you can't kill me with a gun, right? You want everyone to think it's the world's best weapon to kill everybody, right? But if it's not killing me, there's a problem, ain't it? And if God's hitting me like the Wolverine, right, your little bullet don't mean nothing, right? Even if it's metallic, right? But then why are they finding metal in my ankle x-rays? They shouldn't find no metal in me. They didn't put a metal mm-hmm, joint in my ankle or pelvis, right? And it's broke all messed up. Right? I done showed you all that before too, right? Like I said, I can't show you more than what the VA actually did, right? I don't even know how to edit all that. I never learned editing like they do in Hollywood up the wazoo, right? They're so good at editing, we don't know if people are live or really singing or singing differently or what, right? We don't know who's real or fake anymore. And that's Hollywood's fault. Don't blame us if we don't know or aren't sure, right? That's your own fault, right? And again, even Bosley and Alda and all that. Richie Cunningham. Some people went bald. Who cares? It happens, right? Is it a curse or is it part of a gene in the gene pool, right? If it's a gene in the gene pool and you're a male, all you need is one gene and you're bald, right? And with females, it takes two. I know. Though my mom has hair, and she's in her 60s, right? And she's doing all right. I mean, it's not as bad as me mom's anyway. She's know what I mean. So if Granddaddy had good hair, right, and Mima didn't, right, and she got one good gene from Mima, and Bobby had a good gene, right, I could have good genes for my hair, right? Idiot. Now I'm just trying to figure out who the hell this even is. If it's friend or foe, do I know this person or not, right? They're talking like they know me, but obviously they don't, right? They're talking like a Satan to me, too. And never nice. So they're obviously not just anti-Christ, they're anti-Shane, right? I know. Who's trying to be like Jesus. See, other men feared that so much, I know, that if other men are saying something wrong, they'll generally follow the crowd rather than separate themselves, right? And realize the crowd is the problem, right? Their idea of right or wrong ain't God's, right? And that's the problem too. They don't know how to forgive a mistake, right? Okay. Mm-hmm.